Hey friends, welcome back to Fouch and Friends. These are interviews with your favorite gospel music artist. And today I'm speaking with a set of triplets called the Foster Triplets. I'm going to assume that many of you have never met them, but if you are on Facebook any amount of time at all over the last several months, I'm going to bet that you've also seen their videos. So I wanted to give you all a chance to get to meet these young ladies. Ladies, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so I got to tell y'all, you see, y'all just did it again. I'm gonna tell the viewers here. When we first started chatting a little bit before we started recording, I said every time I ask a question, they like all three are answering in sync, and it's like right all together, and they just did it again. It's got to be a triplet thing, right?
Yes, sir. It is.
I love it. Guys, share with the folks who are watching today, you, again, who you are, your individual names, and just kind of what got you guys going, how long you've been singing, all of that information.
Okay, no problem. We'll start over here. She'll share her name. I am Malika, and I am proudly the firstborn. I am Mahari. I'm the secondborn, and I happen to be the sister to these two wonderful young ladies. And I and I am Michaeli. I am the lastborn, and sometimes she tries to act like the boss. Yes. I think we take on leadership roles at different times. We are 17 years old. Our birthday is next month. Yes, and we have been singing for about 12 years now. Yes. We first started singing harmony when we were 2 years old. Mom and Dad discovered that in family worship, I encourage everyone that has a family, even by yourself, have worship. It's really character building, builds your relationship with God. And Mom and Dad were not so musically versed, so they said, "What are they singing?" So I guess, as time went on, they understood what was going on. And then when we were 5 years old, we sang at church for the first time. Now, I'm not proud to admit, but we turned our back to the congregation and we sang. Well, I guess that's better than nothing because I think we were so scared. So I think Mom's alternative to make us feel a bit more confident was for our backs to be turned. And we sang "God Will Take Care of You." Yes. And it was quite memorable. I think I still remember the day that we first sang, but we have been officially singing as a group for about since we were 8 years old, I think. Officially going around to churches and singing. Yes. So it has been a roller coaster ride. It has been a blessing for our ministry from then till now. And God has just been helping us, and we're so grateful. I think when we fully realized that this was our calling was when we were about 12 years old. Mom and Dad, before when you're a child, your parents are the one behind you. They're the force driving you. But then when we became 12, I think I understood my purpose for myself, and I understood that God had a reason for giving this gift to us. So now I am very happy and I'm thankful that Mom and Dad helped us realize what God gave us. Yes.
That's awesome. And what I love about, well, what you find a lot of times with folks that are singing gospel music, most of the time we start singing at an early age in church. I mean, that's the testimony of a lot of singers in gospel music is they started, singing a solo at 4 years old. They got up and sang Jesus Loves Me in front of the church or something like that. And I think that's so crucial in the development of starting to put people on stage and to get them familiar with singing in front of, like, I mean, you mentioned you turned your backs to everybody, and
Yes, sir, we did.
but the fact is, which is great, you were still on stage going for it. I mean, you were still put up there to sing. And, now at 17, what would you tell again, like a 12-year-old that's coming to you like, man, I'm kind of nervous or scared about getting up on stage? You guys have been doing it for 12 years now, at least in front of your home church and other churches in your area. But what would you tell them to help encourage them to take that step to get over that fear or being scared to do it?
I would say you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So uh, I would say go for it. Even though you're scared, some of the biggest blessings are the ones that we're scared of, that we are scared to undertake and to do. And so going for these things, what you recognize is these strengthen your muscles for a greater challenge. And you'll never know that you're capable of doing something if you don't do it. So just go for it and watch the Lord work, because he's going to take care of you. We are nervous every time we step on the stage, but I think that nervousness keeps us humble. And, you know, if you don't have that nervousness, you won't allow God to fully take control. You won't be able to say, God, take this from me. If you're thinking, I can do this on my own, you're going to go up there and you might do well, but you're not focusing, you're not working with the Holy Spirit. So when I go on the stage, when I step up there, I'm conscious that I am not able to do it on my own. And so that's how I hold the Lord's hand and let him take me through.
Awesome. I love that. You guys are in Westmoreland, Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
See, they just did it again, guys. You hear that? So you guys are in Jamaica, and before we started the video, I was just expressing to you guys my thankfulness for you all singing this kind of Christian music in your country. That's what helps. Like I said beforehand, that's what helps to keep the gospel going with this music and keep spreading it. But also, it helps keeping this music in front of people in other countries, in addition to in the United States. And so I am curious, though, how did you all get connected? Because the songs I've heard you guys doing online, a lot of them are, very popular cover songs in Southern gospel music. And so how did you guys get connected to this genre, this style of music?
Well, we have been listening to Southern gospel since we were in the womb. Since we were in the womb, basically. So mom and dad introduced us to this style of music, and we have loved it from we were little. We've been listening to Gaither Vocal Band. I mean, the Perrys, the Greens, all of these the Hoppers, all these Southern gospel groups. We've
They're okay. Those groups are all right. They're
And yes, we listen to you as well. And yes, when we went to Gatlinburg, it was like a whole Gatlinburg gathering. Yes, it was like a whole new world for us, because so fun. You're seeing some of the Southern gospel groups that you've grown up watching, and you actually see them in person, and it was so exciting. I think it was one of the best experiences that I have, experienced, in my life so far.
That's awesome. Now, when you guys went to Gatlinburg Gathering, did you sing there, or were you guys just attending for fun, or how did that work?
Yes, sir. We sung there. So we got onto the showcase, and we sung, and then we went to the main stage, and it was so exciting. We got to sing with Jeff and Sherry Easter. We sang over and over. Oh well, we sung on the main stage. We sung on the main stage on the Wednesday night, and then we did the showcase on the Thursday night. The Thursday night, I think. Yes. No, the Thursday evening, and then we sung on the main stage again. Yes.
I love it.
It was fun. We got to sing with the Wisnans and the Hoppers. That was fun. I think, was it Shouting Time in Heaven? It was a good song.
That is so cool. I love it when at the larger multi-day events, when newer groups or groups from other countries. I know at NQC several times I've seen a male quartet from Brazil sing on stage, singing the showcase, and it's always just enjoyable to me to see groups and singers from other countries come and be a part of the events and the music. Guys, I've got to know, though, being in Jamaica, if I were to come and visit you all and you guys were like, hey, we got to go have dinner together, what place are you guys going to take me to say this is the place we have to take Matt? And or what would you tell me to order at that place that I could not miss out on while I'm there visiting you guys?
you'd be fat by the time you went back to the USA. Let's see. Okay. Escovitch Fish with Bami Festival, and that's located at the border between St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. And so right between there, there's actually this place that you can get food. And I think it's a focal point, somewhere like a tourist destination. And and then we take him to Rick's Cafe. Yes, and oh, you need to try jerk chicken. I'm a vegetarian, but I've heard people fawning over jerk chicken, mom and dad included. Yes, so I think it's something that you should really try.
Okay, so I've done like Caribbean jerk is like a sauce on some of the chicken wing places that we have here in the States. So maybe that's the style or the taste that maybe you guys are talking about.
Oh, it's better in Jamaica. No.
Of the response. Hey guys, tell us a little bit about the videos we've seen. What prompted you all to start posting videos regularly and singing regularly for the social media and to post those onto Facebook?
Oh, well, so we have been posting videos for a few years now, but I don't think they were, so frequent. And then I think when quarantine rolled around, I think it was more of, we realized that, persons were sending us a lot of messages, persons who watched our videos, a lot of persons were depressed, and I guess they wanted more, music. And so and providing more music was and more songs that could relate to people in this time. I think it was something that God really impressed upon our hearts, and I'm really happy that we started posting more frequently. And as I said before, many people are really depressed in this time and feeling down. But through inspirational music that God has inspired writers and these wonderful singers to come up with, we can emulate that, we can sing that and help others. So I'm really happy about it. And I think it also has been a blessing to us because some writers of these songs, like did I mention Kyla Rowland, when they express how the songs have been a blessing to them when they've seen it, it really encourages us to keep on going.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the great thing about the gospel community, the gospel community between the writers and the singers. We all kind of know each other and we see each other a lot. And we're all going to see each other's videos a lot of times on social media. And so, just getting a message from the writer, I'm sure that, like you said, I'm sure that's extremely encouraging with them saying, hey, great job. Thank you for singing my song. I'm so glad that you recorded it and put it out there to encourage people. Because at the end of the day, a writer, man, just knowing that a song is penetrating people's hearts and touching them and is, I'm sure, is just a fantastic feeling for them. Of the songs that you've recorded and put out so far in videos, which one, I want each of you to answer this one, which one has been your individual favorite?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot there. All of these songs that we have sung have blessed all of each of us before we put it out. But I've always had, there are some songs that you listen to that you feel like you could cry just by listening to them, how deep and profound they are. And the songs from back in the days, especially, they've spoken to me now. I Call Him Lord has been a blessing for me. And did I mention? Well, all of them, but I Call Him Lord. I really don't. I love all of them. That's the thing about it, and I can't tell you exactly which one is my favorite. I have a special one. I've been singing this song for maybe 4 or 5 years. This is Just What Heaven Means to Me. I love that song. I love that song.
That's a good one.
But Miracle in Me was a really a song that really spoke to us. I mean, the doctor told my parents that they wouldn't be able to have children, and um, a mom was praying for someone to have children. She wasn't really thinking about herself, and God, Can I tell the story? Okay, go ahead. Thank you. Well, the truth is, mom is a very
I love it. I love it.
Mom is a prayer warrior. Mom is a person that is strong in the faith. So my mother does not pray very simple prayers. So mom said that, well, they had gathered a prayer group to pray for this lady to have children, but mom was not feeling that these people actually had faith to believe that it could happen. So mom said she just separated herself and she started praying and praying. And she said, I'm not going to pray for this lady to have one child. I'm going to pray for her to have triplets. So mom started praying and praying for this lady. And then God spoke to mom. Mom was at a camp meeting. God spoke to mom and said, stop praying because your prayer has been answered. Mom went back to the lady and mom said, buy your baby clothes, buy maternity clothes, because God said that my prayer has been answered. A few weeks later, mom started having some interesting symptoms, and here we are.
That's awesome. I love hearing that. So I'm sure there's so many different stories that y'all could share. Now, is your family in ministry there in Jamaica in addition to the music ministry that you guys do?
Yes, sir. We ever since we were little, we've been doing ministry as a family. Mom and dad started from we were little. We've been witnessing, volunteering, and as a family, we know the importance of helping people in need. And as when I was very, very young, I remember mom and dad, three of us going with care packages and stuff like that to help
Bible
people.
studies.
And I remember helping children who couldn't read helping them to read and seeing all these results. And even now, we just finished a project as a family called We Will Rise for the Bahamas, where we saw the impacts that Hurricane Dorian had on the Bahamas. So we as a family went into the schools and gave the young people around the island an opportunity to assist the people of the Bahamas, and we raised 1 million Jamaican dollars. So
Wow.
yes, and it was definitely a blessing to see young people giving. And so as of now, we are actually going right into full-time ministry. We are in full-time ministry, but as in my parents, leaving their jobs and taking this as, first priority, we are definitely going in that direction.
That's great. If you guys were to record a song and you just so happen to say, hey, we need a bass singer on this song.
I know who I'd call.
All right. So which bass singer? Now, I'm not asking this because I want you guys to say, we got to have Matt on it. But who is the bass singer that you guys would be like, we want that? Now, for me, if it were me and I would be like, I want Tim Riley to be on my recording. Like, that's the bass singer I would choose, right?
Dad, you say the same thing.
Who would you guys choose?
Ooh. That's a hard one. I would say, I'm forgetting his name. I'm getting old. I'm sorry. I'm getting old.
Right.
You don't have any gray hairs to prove it. No. Duncan?
But see here, I'm going to give you a chance to think because see, here's the thing. I'm sure you guys listen to a lot of family groups and
A whole lot.
the groups and the songs you mentioned earlier weren't really male quartets. And so that makes sense because you guys are a female trio.
Actually, my sister has a lot of quartets in her playlist. We only listen to quartets if Malika's choosing music.
Well, I like that. That's my my choice with the quartets. So now that you had a chance to think, who is the guy? Who's the guy that you say we got to have that guy singing bass on this song?
Ah,
See, I like
I
how.
think it would be Tim Duncan. I think when I was a bit smaller and I used to watch early Hassan signature sound. Um, I remember how energetic he was, and his I can't describe it. I love his singing. Yes.
Yeah.
What about you?
Tim's a great bass singer and has done a great job. He's had a great career with several different groups. And what you're talking about there, his time with Ernie Haas when they were doing the gate like the Getaway Jordan, and then they did that Together video
Yes.
with the Gaither vocal band. That was some really good singing. And of course, that was his chance to shine because Bill Gaither doesn't really hit many low notes.
Right.
He's more that choral bass, seems like, but Tim was the one carrying the low end. And guys, tell us a little bit. We're about to wrap this thing up, but tell us a little bit about just what is the heartbeat. And I think I already know, but I want to give you guys a chance to share the heart or the heartbeat of your ministry, why you guys are putting out the videos, taking the time. I mean, you mentioned you're about to go, quit. Your parents are about to leave jobs and go into this thing without any, when you say full time, without financially full time, right? That's the thing. You're already doing it full time. You're putting in the hours, the work, the effort into it. But you guys are about to take that next step, and so talk a little bit about your heart for the ministry and why you guys think it's so important for you all.
Wow, we live in some serious times, some very hard times. And I've had young people come up to me, people who are older and people who are way younger than me, come up to me and say, "Did you know that your music saved me? I was at the point of giving up." And one young lady said she was going to commit suicide, and she heard us sing a song called "Don't Lose Hope," and that stopped her. So when I hear these stories, when I see that God can use somebody uh, who is not a saint but is a sinner to save somebody else, I recognize that God can do anything, and He's so amazing. And that pushes us to continue with what we are doing.
Yeah.
And these stories are kind of the fuel to our ministry engine, if you would put it that way. These keep us going. They revitalize and energize us, and they really just change our lives when we hear these things. And lastly, with ministry, a lot of persons see it as the fact that they're helping others, but I have come to the realization that this ministry might just be the thing that's going to save me. So um, when I go out and I sing and I minister to others, I'm quite aware that these songs, these scriptures that I share with other people, it's keeping me going back to the Bible, going back and spending time with the Lord so I can feed other people. So I know for sure that this ministry is a gift from the Lord, not only to others, but to me. And as for the going full time, I believe that it is a big leap, but I believe that the Lord will, if He impressed upon our minds to go through with this, that He will provide and He will keep us. And I'm just looking forward to see what great things He has in store for our ministry.
That's great. Where can
And meeting you and your whole quartet is going to be on our bucket list. Yes, because we will be coming to the United States. What is it? The Ark Encounter. We'll be at the Ark Encounter, so hopefully we'll see you there.
Great. Yeah. You're probably there for the 40 days, 40 nights event that they're doing there.
Yes, sir.
Great. Hey guys, it's been a delight getting to meet you guys in this short amount of time that we've had together. You guys are so fun to talk to. I can sense your love for our Savior and for your music and your ministry. Tell the folks that are watching where they can connect with you all, where they can watch your videos, and where they can see your potential touring schedule for when you come to the US or wherever they're watching, all over the world, whatever. Tell them where they can connect with you all.
Well, you can go to, sorry, you can go to our YouTube channel at Foster Triplets, The Foster Triplets, and at Facebook at The Foster Triplets. You can also visit our website at Slow down your accent. www.fostertriplets.com, and you can, we'll post our touring dates, and you can also purchase our music, and so you can look out for that. You can also check Amazon and Spotify, and or just go right through our website, because you'll be able to do that from our website. And YouTube, Foster Triplets as usual. Yeah, I think I said YouTube. Oh. And you can also send us emails if you want to contact us, speak to us, and get to know us more. You can email us at fostertriplets@gmail.com. And yes, we'd love to connect with you. Can we teach you something really quickly?
You want to teach me something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go.
I'm going to teach you how to say something in our dialect, which is Patwa.
Okay.
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
There you go. It means what's up, how are you, what's going on.
Okay, Wagwan.
Very good.
Next time I'm gonna have to start the video with Wagwan.
Oh yes, that's a good one.
Hey guys, it's been so much fun. If you're watching this and you guys want to connect with the Foster Triplets, go to their website, fostertriplets.com. Go to Facebook, send them a message of encouragement, comment on this video wherever you're watching it, and tell them what a delight it's been to meet them, and encourage them, and go get their music, support them financially. Going full-time on the financial side is a big step with any ministry. So I know they could use any support that you guys would be willing to send their way by buying their music or making donations at their website. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And ladies, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you for having us.